Hello. You may remember, if you've watched some of my videos before, that I said I would do a tour of my sketchbook showing you some of the designs I made for textiles. So here's the first couple of pages. You'll notice as we go through that I don't colour any of this in. That's largely because I like to keep my options open. I've coloured in things before and then come to make it in thread and find I haven't got the matching colour, so I don't bother doing that now. So anyway, this was the first angel I did with the wings tapered downwards like this. Before that one, my angels always had their wings facing upwards like this one. So I decided this would be a bit of a trial one and I'd see how it looked in the hoop. I also intended to make to attach something to the hoop underneath, but decided against that. There's lots of French knots, hand embroidery, machine embroidery and beading in this one, and you can see how it turned out in the inset picture. Now these two, you can see how they turned out in the inset picture. Again, these two are sold now. They're little flower ladies. I'd actually made a ceramic design and had it painted on to a cup similar to this one. Again, beading, a peacock edge, free motion embroidery and hand embroidery. This one turned out to be a little bit more complicated. I intended to make it as a freestanding piece that would either fit behind a frame or could just be propped up on a shelf. But that's how it started out, and it sort of gravitated to this, and it actually ended up becoming this. So you can see it's on a frame, and you can see there's lots of three-dimensional beading in this one and hand stitching as well. If I show you on the side, you can see that it stands quite in relief, and it's on the hoop, hangs up, and I've backed it as well. So that's that one. Now this one, you can see how this turned out in the inset picture. That is quite a large piece. I think it's almost A4, and lots and lots of beading in this one, and I think that one's sold now. This one here started out, I wanted to do something that was similar to some of the imagery you see in paintings from the Victorian, from Queen Victoria, where she has these really puffed sleeves and fancy headdresses. And so I ended up doing this little one, but it's really started life as a trial. I never intended it to be a completed piece, but now it is. And you can see I used some gold thread for the goblet there, and a delicate, very delicate peacock edge, which is tiny, tiny beads. These two I haven't made yet. These are just some designs that I was trying out ideas. Now this one became quite complicated as well. This is one that's sold, and you can see how it turned out in the inset picture. How I made this one was I stitched the face first onto one piece of fabric, and then I stitched a separate piece of fabric and beaded it and then laid that on the top so that it looks almost as if she's looking through a window. It's kind of similar to the way I made this one. Now, if I show you up close, you can see how it almost looks as if the bird is set back and this is the frame. I call this piece the compass because it has these 4 compass points and the bird is flying. And again, I've backed that one. This one you can see in the inset picture, similar way of being made as this one. And it was intended to be a brooch, but it turned out to be too large for a brooch. These two I haven't made yet. This one is in the pipeline, but it's only a quarter way through. This one, the pink bird of peace that you can see in the inset picture. I actually took the piece bit out because it was making it too large. Again, lots of beading and free motion and hand embroidery. This is another one that I'm intending to make. This I'm hoping to make into a textile doll. I've done lots of dolls. Hopefully I'll show you some of those at another time. This one is really big. It's in a 12-inch hoop, and I intended to make a separate piece to attach to it, but it turned out it was just too big. These are a couple of designs I haven't made yet. This is one I'm really looking forward to making too. This is a tattooed mermaid, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make that into a doll or just a flat piece that can be framed. And this is the last bird I've made, and this is this one. And you can see there's more of the sort of three-dimensional beading going on here. Instead of colouring it in, I usually just put notes with what kind of colour I want and then try and match it with the threads that I've got. These are more designs I haven't got round to making yet. So hopefully I'll have some more to show to you at a later date. So come back then. Bye.